Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving into a massive, fundamental shift in how developers are actually working right now, specifically looking at the evolution of building AI agents. We're finally moving away from the dark ages of managing messy, endless Python loops and stepping into a completely seamless, frictionless journey using Google's latest Gemini updates. Seriously, if you've ever felt totally bogged down by the sheer complexity of deploying an autonomous agent, you're going to absolutely love what we're covering today.
Okay, so let's kick things off by just looking at the sheer speed of Gemini's evolution in 2024. The shipping pace has been, well, relentless. We rapidly moved from Gemini 1.5 right on through to Gemini 3.5 Flash, which has pretty much become the go-to model for daily tasks. But it's not just about those frontier models, right? We've also seen the open model Gemma, plus media models like Nano Banana 2 and the brand new text-to-speech audio models. The ecosystem is just expanding at warp speed.
So here is our roadmap for today. 1. The Gemini model ecosystem. 2. Frictionless AI studio building. 3. The Interactions API paradigm. 4. Mastering remote AI agents. And 5. The AI Talk radio demo.
Starting off with Section 1, the Gemini model ecosystem, looking at multimodal capabilities at the frontier. You see, Gemini's true superpower really lies in its multimodality. The ability to take text, image, audio, or video inputs and instantly turn them into diverse outputs, and crucially, function calls, is exactly what's driving massive industry adoption. We're seeing major tech powerhouses like GitHub, Figma, Vercel, and Cursor heavily integrating these capabilities, simply because it unlocks totally new ways for us to interact with software. It's a real game changer.
Moving right along to Section 2, Frictionless AI Studio Building, and how it's solving historic developer pain points.
If you've ever dreaded managing server state or pulling your hair out over third-party authentication or trying to securely hide your API keys, Mariano's candid admission here will definitely hit home. He points out how, historically, trying to stitch together a full-stack application gets incredibly messy when you have to juggle secrets and auth. It's basically a universal developer headache, right? Well, the crucial takeaway here is that the upgraded AI Studio completely solves these pain points natively. You literally get integrated Firebase authentication, meaning things like sign in with Google work right out of the box. You get automated workspace OAuth, completely bypassing that dreaded cloud console setup. It even spins up an automated Node.js server-side runtime with built-in secret management directly in your browser. And when you're finally ready to move to your local IDE, it's just a one-click export to Anti-Gravity, which is Google's persistent cloud sandbox environment, and it perfectly maintains all your context and structure. To push that quality of life even further, there's this amazing new UX feature called Design Previews. You know how normally you prompt an AI to build an app, wait for it to finish, realize you hate the design, and then have to prompt it all over again just to get, say, a dark mode? Well, scratch that. Now, while the model is still in its initial reasoning and generating phase, it gives you Design Previews. You can literally click Elegant Dark Mid-Generation, and the final output will perfectly match that chosen style. It saves a ridiculous amount of time.
All right, on to Section 3, the Interactions API paradigm, a new way to interface.
We are honestly looking at a fundamental paradigm shift here. Since the very beginning of modern conversational AI, we've been stuck in this rigid ping-pong match of user, then model, then user, then model turns. But actual agents don't work like that. They reason, they call tools, they get results, and they think again. So we're officially moving away from those rigid turns and adopting what's called the steps data model. This treats every single action, a reasoning step, a function call, a function result, as its own unique data type. Plus, with server-side context tracking, you no longer have to manually pass the entire massive conversation history back and forth. You just send the new input with a previous ID, and the API remembers the rest of the story.
And this unified API unlocks some serious power. You can now launch async background executions for tasks that take a really long time to run, so no more annoying timeouts on the client side. You can seamlessly mix first-party tools like real-time Google Search with your own internal custom database functions inside the exact same interface. Plus, it fully supports all those new response modalities we mentioned earlier. You can literally just ask the API directly for an audio file generation.
Which brings us to Section 4, Mastering Remote AI Agents and Anti-Gravity Environments.
Remote environments give your agents isolated, persistent cloud sandboxes. To put that into perspective, it means they can securely mount and interact with your private GitHub repositories, your Google Cloud storage buckets, and inline files, all without any local setup whatsoever. And yes, it is fully designed from the ground up to handle your private and sensitive data securely.
Now, we really need to dispel a major industry myth here.
When people hear the word agent, they almost always picture this unreadable, brittle Python loop. But the architecture in this new paradigm, often conceptually called an agent force, is actually incredibly straightforward. It's just an elegant, modular combination of simple flat files and markdown documents. You just use plain text to define the agent's role, its skills, and its environment, and the underlying infrastructure handles all the actual complex execution.
And for those of you immediately worrying about security, thinking, what if this autonomous agent leaks or misuses my API keys? Google already thought of that. They built a highly secure network proxy around the agent. The agent itself never actually sees your real credentials. It simply asks to make an outbound call, and the proxy injects the credentials at the network level. This means your keys stay completely hidden, and you can easily rotate or revoke them at any time without having to rewrite a single line of your agent's code.
Let's see this in action in Section 5, the AI Talk Radio demo.
So in this demo, they prompted the agent to create a full radio show debating whether you should pour your cereal first or your milk first. Triggered by just a single API call, the remote sandbox used those simple markdown instructions to sequentially execute a massive multi-tool workflow. Step 1, it researched the topic. Step 2, it wrote a highly entertaining debate script. Step 3, it used a text-to-speech skill to generate multiple distinct voices. Step 4, it generated background music. And finally, Step 5, it mixed all that audio together and even generated a thumbnail image for the podcast cover. The whole shebang ran completely autonomously in a remote sandbox, without any client-side intervention at all.
I think this quote from Philip on the Gemini API team perfectly hits the nail on the head and summarizes everything we've looked at today. The big realization here is that powerful, multimodal, autonomous applications are vastly more accessible to build, scale, and maintain today than they were even just a year ago. You're literally just writing files, and the Gemini API is doing all the heavy lifting.
So, armed with server-side context management, automated secret handling, and these highly secure remote sandboxes, the friction of building AI applications is virtually gone. The technology is no longer the bottleneck, your imagination is. So the real question is, what complex problem will you solve with the Gemini API next? Thanks so much for joining me on this Explain